Now, you've been at this quite a while, so I wondered if you have seen a change over the years in terms of spousal support orders as women have gained more economic power.
That is incredibly interesting because that's the assumption that women have gained more economic power, and they have, but that doesn't necessarily translate to income. And I think that there is an assumption too that certain judges will make certain orders because they're judges. They sit on the bench, obviously, they're very well educated, know what it's like to work not just a 9 to 5, but be on call sort of a job. And there are cases where one of the parents doesn't work. There are cases where one of the parents is ill. Those are straightforward maintenance cases. That's what spousal support is for. And remember, there's rehabilitative maintenance too. So back in the olden days, maybe the wife would give up her degree. And I'm not trying to be sexist, but
that's the reality.
That's the way it worked back then. Wife has been in college. She was a junior in college. She had a year left on her degree, got pregnant. They got married. She didn't finish her degree. A year away from it. Let's flash forward 15 years. She says, oh my goodness, these kids are about to leave the nest. I've got 3 or 4 more years with my youngest. I'm going to go back to school. They're going to get a divorce in the interim. Her skills, while fantastically wonderful because she's a homemaker, she's raised the children, and never denigrate that in front of the court, trust me. She's got these incredible skills, very intelligent person, but she's been on the job market. And she's probably 40, let's say, which doesn't help matters any when you're trying to get a job, because let's face it, young people, own the world. I accept that, Scott. So that's the point of rehabilitative maintenance. If the other spouse has the earnings, if there's not sufficient property in the marriage for her to just pay for school, go get a degree, then should she be compensated basically for the years as a homemaker of that contribution? Should she be compensated if perhaps her spouse, she did stay home, he did get his degree, he has, earns $500,000 a year? Should he pay her to go to school so that she can get on with her life and make some money? Because that's what she wants to do, not because she's necessarily desperate, because she's made a choice. And those cases are very, very few and very, very far between these days. And I know there was a trend toward boomer divorce. But in boomer divorces, some of those people have already been married once. So, there's less money to go around. And that's always, maintenance isn't just because one person qualifies for it. There are the laundry list of factors that you look at for spousal support. And one of them, a huge one, is the other party's ability to pay. So, but the 2 big ones are is there sufficient property, which can be money that spouse is going to get, and can that spouse meet his or her monthly expenses? And the court has to answer those 2 and can't default to a computer program to answer those questions.